Breaking records, Taylor's version. The superstar releasing her much-anticipated 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department, on Friday. And just a few hours ago, she treated her fans to the new music video Fortnight, starring Post Malone.
And for a fortnight there we were together, running to the certain times, calm and calm, my sweater.
Swift cementing her status as the stream queen with her latest album breaking multiple Spotify records in less than 24 hours. The Tortured Poets Department is now the most streamed album in a single day on that platform, making her the most streamed artist in a single day on Spotify, and Swift already breaking records prior to the album's release, when it became the most pre-saved album in the streaming giant's history. Well, joining me now from Los Angeles is Chris Willman. He is a senior writer and chief music critic for Variety and the author of Rednecks and Bluenecks, The Politics of Country Music. Good to have you with us.
Glad to be with you.
So there is no stopping her. Taylor Swift breaking her own records. Spotify not only reporting that this double album is now the most streamed in a single day, she now holds the top 3 most streamed albums in Spotify history, and that's despite the fact she chose not to release a single or a video first ahead of that album, which is highly unusual, right?
It is. Some people like the surprise attack, but it's pretty unusual to announce your album months ahead of time and then refuse to give people any content leading up to it. The anticipation build is just incredible. And, we're back in an era where album releases were events. That doesn't really happen that much nowadays. I think it happened with Beyonce's Cowboy Carter, but it's happening in a much bigger way each time Taylor puts an album out. And she's projected to probably in the U.S. move 2 million units in the first week, which will be the first time that's happened since 2015, if that holds true.
Wow. And of course, you said she hasn't provided any context, but she certainly drops a lot of clues, right?
Yeah, well, there's the Easter eggs, lots of clues. She'll do things like show a picture of a clock at 2 o'clock, and for a couple days you're wondering what that is, and then you find out that at 2 a.m. Eastern time last night, she's dropping 15 additional tracks to add to the 16 that came out a few hours before that. So always Easter eggs, and I think still surprises. I mean, you listen to the album, and it's full of emotional surprises, even more than musical surprises, I'd say, in terms of who the songs are about. I think people expected a lot of the songs to be songs about her relationship with Joe Alwyn. Instead, they seem to be mostly songs about a relationship she had that was very short with Matty Healy from 1975. And that sort of peering into her personal life is one reason I think she holds back the context. She doesn't really want to know anyone what she's been writing about until the moment the whole world hears it.
And of course, she's in the midst of this global tour, and yet she has managed to craft so many new songs. Why do you think she would release a double album instead of 2 albums?
Taylor Swift seems to be, our greatest natural renewable resource. I don't know what to compare to other than, the Energizer Bunny times 100, because most people, if they're on a tour, would be concentrating on the tour. We saw photos of her entering the studio in New York at various points last year during tour breaks. And of course, she's recording the re-releases, the entire Big Machine catalog little by little. And people thought she'd be putting out Reputation, Taylor's version next, to have an original studio album. That's probably later in the pipeline, this year. So, there seems to be no limit to her energy, to her songwriting. 31 songs, that's almost unheard of. I think, we've had a few country stars and rap stars who have done that kind of to game the Spotify system and move up those numbers. And certainly that will work in her favor in terms of breaking records with all those songs. But I really think it's just she wants to unload all this creative energy that she has in her. It seems ceaseless.
Yeah, it really does. And she released the music video, as I mentioned, for the song Fortnight, featuring Post Malone and starring 2 actors who had performed in the old classic film Dead Poets Society. I just want to play some more of that clip.
It's ruining my life.
it's dark, it's moody, it's heartache. What are your thoughts on this song and the rest of her album?
Yeah, this song is almost a little bit deceptively laid back. It's kind of got a groove where you can have it on in the background. A lot of the rest of the album is more intense listening, really stark, emotional, getting raw feelings out. But for a first single, you want to have something that doesn't maybe challenge people to have to sit there and sift through some of those difficult emotions. And so it's a good pick for a first single. And Post Malone turns out to be a good fit with her. I don't think anybody saw that one coming until she announced it. And yeah, Josh Charles, uh, the uh, the actors from Dead Poet Society. It makes it fun. So it's moody, it's dark, and it's also kind of funny at the same time, which I think you can say of the album overall.
And of course, her Eras tour, the $1 billion tour, resumes next month, going to Paris and then continuing around the world. Do you think she's going to be performing some of these new songs? Is she going to change up the concert?
I've asked her camp that, and as usual with all things Taylor, you get greeted with a smile and dead silence. So they're not giving anything away. But of course, she's got to add material from this to the set. And the show is 3 hours and 20 minutes, so I think she's got to, you know, be judicious and do some surgery and take some songs out. So the only question will be whether, the mini sets from this new era closes the show or whether she moves it in a little earlier. I think it'll close the show.
Mm.
I think songs on here that I can imagine being the final song in the show, like I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, just sounds to me like a new set ender when she comes back next month for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure fans won't complain if her concert runs longer than 3.5 hours, but we'll see what she does. Certainly, it's such an incredible talent. Chris Willman, good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with much more news in just a moment. Stay with us. You're watching CNN.